everybody. Place where there's hardly water and there's hardly Wi-Fi. So this is an internet cafe, and I'm there driving for almost 10 days now, and it's just an amazing place. It's like, in resume, the whole planet is here. It's the dream of everybody, being in the sun, in the beach with the palm trees and the beautiful blue water. At the same time, you have this incredible level of pollution, because you have this whole reef coming along the coast for 1,000 kilometers down to South America. And this sargasso, they call it, seaweeds are invading now more and more, and the level of pollution for the last 7 years has increased dramatically. So people are selling houses and it's just going away. So this is our planet today, and when you dive, the troubled water is showing how many corals are destroyed, and also the quality of water has changed. It's plastics and all kind of things. So it was a kind of a shock to realize that intensity of time. So I guess you had a wonderful December, and you have done this work of letting go the big thing. If you didn't spend the whole year to do that step by step, that was the last chance to let go maybe the biggest thing you couldn't abandon, or maybe things that you don't even know you need to let go. We are in Mexico, Yucatan, Mahahual city. It's on the how you call this sea? It's not Mexican Ocean, it's the other one. So the idea was to open up a forecast for 2019 and to support you for what's waiting for us, and without anticipating too much or without projecting anything. So it's a very different challenge for me that to forecast a month, a moon cycle, and now to foresee a whole year, like last year where we were in this passive activist realization of the year, and to manifest what about this year coming. So I'm relaying on numbers, and the 2019 makes a 10 as a gift. What it brings us, what inspiration will come to us, and what challenge will come to us are around that 10 consciousness. This is very, very exciting. 1, 0, the whole, the global situation. So it's about the global consciousness. It's a planetary consciousness. It's about all of us together. And I think if one thing we are not able to manage is our togetherness, our oneness as one planet. We have grown, we have gone through adventure. Here was referring to Christopher Columbus when he came over here and he conquered the Mayan civilization that was at that time already decadent. And this is amazing to go in the jungle and discover these stone pyramids left here for 2,000 years or more, and to realize how much human beings have invested their life for their beliefs, and how time is washing off everything and how things are going. So 2010 is about an interesting 1910 is 7 years after 2012. You remember that? And when I remember the early time, the Aquarianage, the cast of the Aquarianage was 21 years, starting in 1991. And we went for 21 years preparing ourselves for the time we are now. And this 2012, where everything you have built so far, everything you have constructed, everything you have projected, was gone. And now it is this last 7 years we had the time to realize what is really gone, what the time is bringing to us. And it's like time after time. I can see that people, old-timers who went to the Second World War now are disappearing. My father would be almost 100 years old right now. So this is a whole generation going, and 1 and 0 is also a relationship between the old and the new, and how the old generation were being through the time and the test of time and building hopes and projection on what would be this Aquarianage, has now to let go their vision, but rather empower the new generation who are coming now, and they are ready. They are ready in a much different way than anything we could anticipate. And I think it's we need to, this year, avoid the conflict between generations. 1918 was gone. 1918 was the completion of that cycle of consciousness where we needed to root ourselves, to manifest our ground, our environment. Now, this year, we need not to be shaken. I mean, we can be subjected to circumstances. 0 and 1 is like Maya, the perpetual hallucination and collective hallucination is meaningless, is 0. And 1, it's about truth, oneness, what is true. So there is a challenge and confusion between truth and reality. When we take reality for truth, then we get drift away, we get projective, we get attached, we get reactive to what is happening. At the moment, there is a general pain that we all share due to this letting go, and that people having a hard time to abandon the dream they had about a society where each one would find his place, democracy would give you a voice, and they realize that you can vote and your voice is not heard, the system is not answering your needs, and basically by projecting yourself on an ideal society, we end up facing ourselves in difficulties, how to face the end of the month, and we go back to this financial problem and hassle. The economic is reaching a sort of end of creativity. We don't know what system could help us as a global planet to balance each other. So the Chinese bloc, the American bloc, the Russian bloc, all these are now getting introverted between their boundaries, and everyone's tendencies is like, save my skin, find a way to live within my border. And I think the year to come, even though we need to be in balance in the region and the area where we live, we need to communicate. I mean, it's if we need to open bridges between each other and to open up to a new way beyond. There's a lot of people derooted who have lost their country and are traveling as immigrants. They're going anywhere with the hope of finding a new life, and they lost their earth and they lost their houses and family and culture. And we are here locked in the past with a dream of advanced society and developed countries, and we reach an end. So I feel that globally we are like trapped on this planet, dreaming going to Mars. So the global feeling is actually we have drawn our own box, and we have discovered everything we could discover on this planet, and we thought it was infinite and unlimited, and we realized reality is limited. That's what reality is. Reality is keep on changing constantly and has its own limit in time. But truth is permanence. As much as we are looking for recycling energy and that renewable energy, we need to look in ourselves. Where is our renewable consciousness? How can we be new constantly, day by day, and not to crystallize ourselves around a limited belief system? So this was the work we did in 2018. Abandon what could limit us, what was our sense of attachment to the past. And now is a big vacuum. 19 is facing the deep ocean and the unknown, and give it a chance to let this unknown manifest to us. So we definitely need to be aware not to be subjected to circumstances. We see in France this rise of this yellow jacket and the people who feel that they are so limited now, they should speak out, they should stand and share. I think this is one way to see things, and of course there is a need. But I think if we go that direction, we're just going to increase confusion. We need to stand for our voice and to reconnect with our oneness. So we need to speak out from that unity, from that sense of unlimited self, true self. And therefore, any circumstances will find a good reason for us to grow. Will give us a direction how to position ourselves, so we're not limiting ourselves, but rather use the circumstance to expand, to grow. So 10 is also about introspection. When circumstance and pressure is coming, when we feel locked in a box and that it is so big that we are meaningless and we can't fight the time and we can't fight the circumstances, then we need to move into meditation, we need to move into introspection, sit down, meditate, and let the true self resonate. The truth of any reality is about you. You are the truth through the change of time, through the change of circumstances. So being on the edge was always the place where we can find the divine. I think if circumstances are creating more pressure for us to be on the edge, and I think between 1 and 0 is the maximum tension. It is like a plug that is on or off. So we are plugged in or we are off. So between these two polarities is the maximum tension you can find. So I think this is a year of possible tension. But we need to tune in with ourselves and just maintain ourselves in this true, authentic self. That's what will guide you to position yourself and not to move. This is also if we open the door to reaction, we opened the door for the rulers to rule, and we didn't manifest yet the new leaders. And this is a year to understand what's the leadership through the Aquarian age. It's not about a tyrant that's going to come and solve the problem for everybody and control and put more laws and restriction, taxes and all that stuff. But it's how to be a source of inspiration so each one can feel he's a leader and in charge of his own destiny. So I think it's a lot to feel that we're not responsible for the pain of others, but with the expansion of the social media, we are 24/7 in expression of the pain of everyone. So it doesn't mean we need to carry that pain, to welcome it, share it, eventually understand that why people are so much in pain is because they feel limited. They didn't find their unlimited self, and they relate too much to the outside world. So this year, it's a real good year to meditate. Do not move and not give an open door to a tyrannic tendency between the people, that some people will take abuse and heavy leadership on others who feels misled. So communication beyond culture, beyond origins, welcome the people who have lost their countries or have lost their land. Years now we are living in a sort of illusion of peace, and I think that peace is also misleading people. We have lost the sense of war, and I'm not saying that war is a good thing. I'm just saying that the energy of the duality of conflict is giving people a sense of absolute awareness of what you risk. You risk population, you risk life, you risk to lose everything you have. And that sense of we can lose everything in 1 minute is lost. People are falling asleep. So we need to wake up from stagnation. I think this is a call for waking up from stagnation. This is a year of wake up, and the waking up is coming from the physical base. We need to awaken our physical body every day. We need to keep our roots, our vehicle, this physical body that is the place where we experience life, and it needs to be extremely sensitive. It needs to be very clear. The nervous system needs to be strong, so we need to get away from drugs taking, from all this kind of medicine that actually are not curing anything, and have the courage to say, no, I can take care of my health, I can anticipate, I can support my physical body, I can care for it, and I can boost my vitality. So we have been doing this for so many years now, but still, this year, it is for me a focus point. And I can see just swimming every day, exercising every day, eating much less, and breathing is bringing me so much inspiration, so much clarity, so much, I would say, tranquility. You understand, there's a big difference between a peaceful environment where there is no war and be deeply in tranquility, doesn't matter what's going on outside. So I invite you to invest in tranquility of your spirit, tranquility of your consciousness, and this is what happens when you practice pranayama. I think I don't want to give extra exercise the whole year. We're going to go a chunk of 30, 40 days practice, and we're going to continue our discipline, and this is extremely important to keep ourselves discipline, our mind discipline. But for me, the key thing is about the breath. If you can bring yourself into this deep awareness through the breath. This is what I'm using right now. I'm using a breath in a 7-step breath, breathing in, breathing out, and holding the breath out. It's a little bit like the 1-minute breath. This exercise is really can be practiced many times during the day, anytime you have a lap, anytime you can rest, anytime you can even be doing this in the car. You're not going to space out, you're going to be even more clear, more present. So to bring your presence is essential, and that presence comes when you are aware of your breath. So I use the mantra Sa Ta Na Ma Ra Ma Rama. Sa Ta Na Ma Ra Ma Rama. It makes 7. Yeah, you understand? Sa Ta Na Ma Ra Ma Rama. Rama is sun and moon. This is the 10, 1 and 0. And Ra Ma is 1, 0, and Rama together. So this is bringing you back into this oneness of the day and the night, the conscious, the subconscious, transcending cycle and karmic reaction. And just if you put that mantra on the breath and breathe in 7-step, so the way I do it is like Kirtan Kriya, but I keep on one mudra for one full breath. So I do, like you do the Gyan mudra and you go Sa Ta Na Ma Ra Ma Rama, inhaling and bringing the white light through all your subtle bodies. And then you go Sa Ta Na Ma Ra Ma Rama on the exhale and seeing that all the dirt and the energy you need to let go coming down from the first chakra back to the earth. The earth is there to take and transform what we don't need, what we can release. So, and then you hold empty, which is the apana, this function of the time we need not to breathe, not to just to hold ourselves. It will strengthen your nervous system, will boost your glandular system, will make you very, very tranquil. Hold the breath out for 7 again. And this is all on one mudra. Sa Ta Na Ma Ra Ma Rama. Sa Ta Na Ma Ra Ma Rama. Sa Ta Na Ma Ra Ma Rama. So this is like 3 times 7. Each vowels. Sa, 1 second. Ta, na, ma. You go slow. So, and then you go second mudra. You do this 7 times. So it is 3 times 7. Inhale, exhale, hold empty. And you do this 7 times. Using the mudra fingers by fingers until you finish on the sun finger. It is a reminder of who I am. I am a breathing soul in this body and connected with the whole universe through the breath. And when I calm down the breath, I am in phase, I am in empathy with the breath of the universe. So this is really essential. And holding empty is transcending the zero-ness of the Maya, that what usually wants to make you believe has a meaning, actually has no meaning. So we should end up watching the life today all around you, and anything you see dragging your attention, pulling your reaction, just apply this mantra. This has no meaning. This is a reality who has no meaning. And then find the true self that is meaningful, because who is meaningful is just you. This is all about you, not about what's going on. So come back to yourself, remember who you are, that you are unlimited, you come from the unlimited, and you go to the unlimited. So, I think this is the essence for the next year is the leader. So stop. KARTA. Comment le faire là? Si je l'arrête, ça va pas faire. Hein? Ah, it is working? Okay. I thought it was gone. So thank you for telling me this. If you can hear me. Okay. Okay, so I keep up. Okay. So I was saying that it is a year to welcome the leader, the leadership, and the leader within you. So be the leader of your own life. Don't be taken and drift around with the circumstances. Be solid, be established, be constant. That is your discipline. If your mind is disciplined, if your mood is tranquil and calm, you can face any time. So we're not worried about the time. We're not trying to define what it will be, because this is the job of another dimension of our life. But what is important is that we position ourselves, that we are ready in any time and circumstances. So we are not wanting to perpetuate ideas about fears or anxiety or be a hero. Many warriors of the old generation are now ready to give up. I remember all these people I knew that were my peer group and friends, and they are now retiring, and it's a pity, because I think we went through such a long journey together and we did so much for this world, that today we still have a voice and we still have something to say. And it's highly important that those who crystallize wisdom and not getting old are now stepping up and making their voice heard, because we can support you all to lead this world to a better sense of community and a better sense of collaboration between the five realms. We need propriety and what is our domain and how we take care of that planet. I think the next 7 years will to applied love into this planet, where a new generation will go much faster than any of us before, and bring us into a sense of togetherness with much more awareness and much more efficiency that we never had before. So the time to give birth to this new leader and not decline and give up when circumstances are limiting, but rather find our infinite possibility and potential on the edge where everything is ready to collapse and everything is ready to take off. So this is where I stand. This is for this year. I think it's a lot of courage, a lot of commitment, like usual. You know, this is all we teach since so many years. It is absolutely valid today. This is what we were preparing ourselves for, this exciting time where everything is possible and we are on the edge. So I wish you to stay on the edge, because this is where this universe wants us to be. Realize, manifest your true essence on the edge, and do not shake, do not move, and don't step forward, but let the unknown reveal to you, be with you, support you, and inspire you. Then we will create this dream together, to be in harmony, in peace and tranquility. So remember, when everything is locked, when everything is not moving, and where you feel absolutely powerless, it's time to go in your cave. And this year you will have time to do that, settle by yourself, sit down and meditate. So this is all you breathe this 7-step breath in, out, and holding empty. Do this as many times as you want. It will be so beneficial for you and your environment and people around you. Do not move and rush into reaction, but rather stand for where you are and lead yourself through confusion, bringing clarity, and don't give up into pain, into negativity, and don't spread it. Please, there is enough. I wish you a fantastic new year. Make that step, drop everything back. I think you did, a lot of you did this solstice celebration and have gave up this big load of stuff. And now go for this free space that is opening before us, and let it reveal to yourself with this joy and excitement. Oh, I forgot that. This is a year for the sense of humor. So please start the year with a lot of laughter. And you can also practice this kriya of laughing about everything that is so ridiculously serious, because nothing is absolutely serious here. So I wish you a lot of joy, a lot of happiness and fun by looking circumstances from another level of art. Love you all. This is for now. I meet you again this year, this whole year. I will be with you every month. I think next time in in environment, hopefully. Maybe it will be in Paris, who knows. All my love. There's Jay with me here sharing the space. Hello.
Hello.
So we're saying goodbye. This was my wish, to talk to you before the end of the year and to help you to cross this transition. Love you. Bye bye. Satnam.
Y haremos de conclusión.
Love you all. I must go. See you soon. Meet you again. Bye bye.